Hey guys, Firebolt here, and today I've come to show you my version of Sahara. This system is smaller, smarter, and faster than the original from Hermitcraft's Season 6 world, and best of all, it's potato-proof. First I'll be showing you how this system works, and then I'll go over the redstone behind it. So, let's get started. So this is the inside of Sahara. Over there we have a miniature Sahara Eats. Just a memento, there's no redstone functionality over there. I just figured I needed something to decorate the room with. And there we have bubble columns heading to and from the top floor. There's nothing on the top floor right now, it's just for decoration. And then of course we have a nether portal. So this is the Sahara Shopfront, and if we open up the interface right here, we can select any item that we want. As you can see, there are many different quantities that we can get for each diamond that we spend. And if we select, let's say, a few dispensers, a few sugarcane, and a few apples as well. I just purchased 3 of each. Well, I haven't really purchased them yet. They were just added to my cart, which is indicated by this lamp here. Now, if we want to cancel our order because we accidentally threw in an item that doesn't belong in the system, well, that's also easy. We can just press this button right here, and the items will be sent back into the system. The light will turn off to indicate that we don't have any more items in the cart, and the items over here will be returned, as you can see right there. And we can save this potato for later. To purchase items at Sahara, all you gotta do is open up the chest and then queue the items you want. So, I would like maybe 4 stacks of golden carrots, and then 1.5 stacks of dispensers, and maybe some apples as well. So in total, that would be about 6 diamonds. So, as you can see, our cart is full, and so if we queue out the diamonds, so like that, there's our 6 diamonds, and that lamp will turn off, and our items will be sent to us. Now, here's the items that we just bought. As you can see, there's our dispensers, there's our apples, and then there's all our golden carrots. If you're unsure of how many items that you bought or put in your cart, then you can just throw in 1 diamond at a time until that lamp turns off, like this. Oh, lamp turned off, so we have all our items bought, and we didn't accidentally throw in too many diamonds to get all our items that we ordered. The cool thing about this system is that you can buy unlimited items from it. So you can literally buy out this entire shop, and there are going to be no problems with the system whatsoever. If you accidentally throw in an item that's not in the interface, but then you end up paying for it anyway, then the item and the diamond will be accepted as a donation, and it'll be sent into a lower floor. To get to the bottom floor, you have to go into this room over here, and rather than taking the bubble elevators over there, we're going to take a secret passage. First we have to align ourselves with this wall here, and then we just throw in any item right there. Spat back to us, we can exit right there. And, wait, what? Grian, what are you doing? Alrighty then. Over here we just have a couple offices. It's pretty much the same for every single one, basically. Over here we have the restocking room. These are the restocking modules, and if, for example, someone bought an order of redstone, as you can see, a shulker box is missing from here. They'll take the items out of the shulker box that they bought, and the empty shulker boxes from the item that the person bought will be sent over here. And the receipt from the order will be sent over here, along with any item that is not in the interface that the customer accidentally throws into the system and then pays for. And then the profits all go in here. And I'll get to this in a second. In order to restock the system, we can take the empty shulker box from over here, and then go to some of our stock that we have in these chests, and we're going to take 2 stacks of redstone dust because every order is 2 stacks each. So we're going to place the shulker box down, put the items in it, break the shulker box, and then put it up here to be dispensed to the player eventually when they buy it. Once we've restocked the system, we can take the items that we have restocked, which in this case is 1 order of redstone. So we'll take the redstone receipt and we'll open this up. So this is the receipts area for when we are sending them back up to the system over there. So we just queue it right there. And then the item will go back into the interface. Over here I just have a simple setup with crafting tables, anvils, an ender chest, and a shulker box with shulker shells, chests, and dies in order to create shulker boxes for the system. So with this you can help restock the entire machine. Over here we just have a simple profit log to keep track of the week number, profits, and then a particular note from that week. And once you're done, you can of course exit by going up the water column. A block will retract there to hide it from customers, and you can just be on your way. Now we're going to take a look behind the scenes to show that you don't actually have to have a large building like this. So over here you can see how tiny you can make a shop like Sahara. So rather than having a huge building like that, you can literally have this small thing protruding from the ground. You could replace this concrete with grass blocks. This is just here to show that you can have a floor on this level and no redstone showing. And as you can see, the redstone is 3 wide. The walls, counting the walls, it's 5 wide. But yeah, and then there's the restocking system down there. And this over here is the redstone in all its glory. So as you can see, the wall would go right here. You'd be replacing this glass, of course. The system is actually pretty compacted together, and down here it's mainly just a bunch of water streams, so it is actually smaller than it looks, all the redstone. Over here I decided to use a dropper line instead of a water stream because dropper lines are faster. You may have noticed these oddly placed trapdoors, and you may know that trapdoors will block items coming upwards. Well, if we look down here, we can see that this water stream over here will take the item into this water over here, which this water is aligning the item against this wall right here, and then it is pushed over here against this side and further down. So when it goes up, it'll be about here, I guess. And so when you travel up, you can see there's a trapdoor against that wall, but the item isn't around that wall. And then there's a trapdoor there, that won't matter, and there's a trapdoor there. So, and the purpose of these trapdoors are to keep the water streams separate and to protect this repeater here, for example, and then down here it's protecting this redstone dust there. So these are the kind of things that I had to do to make it this compact in terms of thickness. Another thing about the trapdoors that you may know is that, like all waterlogged blocks, when placed in the middle of a bubble column, it will stop the bubble column from pushing items upwards. Well, not really pushing items upwards, but the bubble column will stop. Basically, the bubble column, the momentum that the items get when they're traveling upwards from the column is enough to keep it going all the way to the top and over here, for example. So the trapdoors are not interfering with the items traveling up the water streams at all. With this water stream, the items are again aligned in that specific corner so that it does not collide with the trapdoor there or there. And so once it comes up, the water will push it to the side and into this hopper. Another note is that when the item is traveling against that wall, it'll stop the momentum when eventually as it's heading up, and it will not go into this little crevice right here. I had to get very creative with these water streams in order to make sure that everything worked properly. Also, when you return items with the press of this button back to the chest, there's another water stream that takes items to this chest, which is this over here. So when you throw an item into here, the item is taken through this water stream, and it connects with another water stream that you saw over here. And so these two water streams, the one that returns items from when you press the button up there, and where you queue items over here, the receipts into the system will both be sent through the same water stream all the way up to the top. So when a diamond is sent into the system, it'll be sorted out from this hopper line, and it will do two things. One, of course, it's a normal sorter, so this torch will turn off, which means the diamonds from the sorter will go into this hopper and then into this dropper, and of course all the way down through here into the diamond area. Also, whenever one item goes through here, this torch will unlock and allow one item from this double chest to be purchased. And by that I mean it'll be sent through this hopper stream into a dropper line over here. This is the dropper it goes into. That dropper will of course spit out the item over here. Once the item travels through the dropper line, it'll be sorted into one of these many areas. So for example, this is the lapis. This is the lapis module, and so any shulker boxes in here will be dispensed when this redstone turns on, and they'll send a signal through that into that dropper, and it'll spit out the shulker box, which will then be sent into this water stream over here, aligned properly so it won't run into any of these trapdoors, and then it'll go into this hopper, which then the system will spit it into the area right here for the customer to grab the contents of. Also, once the button was pressed and items begin flowing into here, you may know that buttons only last for so long, and so when it turns off again, this will relock and it won't send any more items through. However, I also have a system to detect when there are items in there. This comparator will turn on this redstone dust, which will turn off that torch, will keep it turned off, I should say, until there are no more items passing through that hopper from this top chest. That way it doesn't matter how many items you have in there, all of them will return to the area up here. If an item is not sorted, if it's an item that's not in the interface up there, then it will go into this dropper right here, and then hopper, dropper, and then this hopper line over here, which will take the item into this dropper. It'll be spat out into this hopper right here and sent into the receipts chest. Another thing to note is that when an item is sorted over here, for example, these specific 64 for 1 diamond slime balls, from the interface, the item will be sent into the same hopper line as the items that are not in the interface. In terms of speed, the system is pretty quick. From queuing the diamond to receiving the shulker box, the system takes from 6 to I believe 12 seconds to get to the final sorter. Obviously the sorters that are closer to over here are going to be quicker with these two, just because of how they're positioned right here being the fastest. This system supports up to 27 items, with the slowest item being 12 seconds to travel to the interface, the shulker box. But if you can increase the system, of course, because I only use 27 slots, but a double chest has 54 slots, so you can have up to 54 items being sold here. and the 54th item, or sorter, will probably take about 20 seconds to get to the interface, although that's just an estimate. I have not actually tested it. And also, when the shulker boxes are broken here by the piston that is up here, they will be sent into a water stream that'll go into this hopper, into these double chests, which are double chests because shulker boxes don't stack with each other, so you may need a lot of storage space depending on how many items were bought from this shop. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time.